Based on part 1 of the question, we can actually rewrite the denominator. Numerator, I'm going to leave it the same, which is going to be this. But for the denominator, it can actually be factorized into 3x minus 1 and an x squared plus 9 because the remainder over here is 0. So the denominator, let me rewrite it as 3x minus 1 and an x squared plus 9. And if you were to rewrite this into its partial fraction, it depends on the denominator that we have here, which is going to be a over 3x minus 1. And as for this, it is going to be bx plus c divided by x squared plus 9. And if I were to multiply this equation throughout by the denominator, on the left hand side, we will have a 6 plus 11x minus 5x squared, and on the right hand side, it is going to be a multiplied by x squared plus 9 plus, here we have a bx plus c multiplied by 3x minus 1. And looking at this equation that we have here, if I were to let x be equal to 1 over 3, letting x be equal to 1 over 3 will cause this entire expression here to be 0, which means that b and c will disappear. It will leave me with an equation with just a as the unknown. That will help me to solve for a. So on the left hand side, we will have a 6 plus 11 multiplied by 1 over 3 minus 5, and 1 over 3 square is equal to a times of 1 over 3 square plus 9. And like what we have just mentioned, this is going to be equal to 0. This will help me to find the value for a, so a is going to be equal to 1. And looking at this equation here again, I'm going to next let x be equal to 0. Because the moment when I let x be equal to 0, b will disappear. And since a, we have already found it to be 1, that means I'm going to be left with an equation with just one unknown, that is c. So by letting x be equal to 0 should help me to find the value for c. On the left hand side, it is going to be 6 plus 0 minus 0 is a, which is 1, x is 0, so 0 plus 9, plus bx, x is 0, and that will leave me with a c, and 3 times 0 is 0 minus 1. This helps me to solve for the value of c, which is going to be equal to 3. And since I've already solved for a and c, I can just substitute any values for x. That will give me an equation that has b as the only unknown, which will of course allow me to solve for b. So let me go for a value of x to be 1. So on the left hand side, it is going to be 6 plus 11 times 1 minus 5 times 1 square is equal to a, which is 1. Then 1 square, which is 1, plus 9, plus b times 1, which is still going to be b. C is equal to 3, so plus 3, and 3 times 1 is 3 minus 1. This helps me to find the value for b, and that will be minus 2. This gives me the partial fraction coefficient in the numerator here, so 6 plus 11x minus 5x squared divided by 3x cubed minus x squared plus 27x minus 9. In its partial fraction, it will be a divided by this. A is 1, so it will be 1 over 3x minus 1 plus b is minus 2. So minus 2x, c is 3, so minus 2x plus 3, which I'm going to rewrite it as 3 minus 2x. So this is going to be divided by x squared plus 9.